welcome back to my channel. I hope your day is going well so far. Today we are going to be doing this fall makeup tutorial here, and the best part is that it's using all drugstore products. I had to pick up a couple of products today, but for the most part everything I had in my collection. And just like in any other tutorial you ever see on YouTube, if you don't have these specific products, I'm sure you can find something that's somewhat similar in your collection that will hiccup. That way you're not having to go out and purchase all of these products, unless there's something in here that you've had your eye on, and then this video is kind of giving you like the boost to be like, yeah, I need that product in my life. But yeah, I think that's all that I have to tell you guys in today's intro. I'm trying to think. Actually, yes, there is one thing, of course, there always is. The lips that I'm wearing right now, I don't show in the video. I end up showing you another vampy lip and kind of a nude lip. But if you guys are curious about this one, it's the Revlon Colorstay Moisture Stain in the shade Parisian Passion. I did a video on these forever ago showing like swatches, lip swatches, hand swatches, review, all that good stuff. So if you guys are interested in these, or if you haven't checked them out yet, I will have that video linked down below for you guys. And yeah, if you guys would like to see more of these makeup tutorials using all drugstore products, or if there's another kind of a one brand look that you're wanting to see, be sure to leave that in a comment down below or give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, let's go ahead and get on into it. As always, I'm going to go in and start with my eyes first, but in the meantime, to prep my face, I'm going to go in and prime it with the Garnier 5-Second Blur Skin Renew Instant Smoother. This is hands down my favorite primer from the drugstore. I feel like it's pretty much identical to the Benefit Professional once it's applied to the skin. The texture is a bit different. I feel like this one kind of has like a slicker texture to it. Okay, now moving on to my eyeballs, I'm actually going to go in and use this. This is from Milani. It's the Brow and Eye Highlighter, but I want to put something kind of like lighter and skin tone onto my eyes first, just to create a nice smooth canvas, and I feel like this gets the job done. There's not really a color in the NYX Jumbo pencils that's more of like a flesh tone. There's one like Milk that's matte, but it's super, super white, and I don't want anything that bright, so I'm just gonna go in with this. Okay, now that we have our eyes primed, I'm actually gonna go in with another base color just onto my lids. And for that, I'm actually gonna be mixing two shades. Both are NYX Jumbo eye pencils. I love these things. The first one is in Pure Gold. So this, I'm just gonna concentrate more on the inner half of my eyes. And then on the other half, I'm going in with a shade at 619 Rust. This is one of my favorites for the fall. It's just a really nice kind of burgundy copper color. Now for actual shadows today, if I can get this palette open, I'm gonna be using the Milani Bella Eyes shadow. So these I depotted, mainly just the neutral ones because I need to buy another palette before I depot the others. Depot, that sounded weird. So I'm going to be using these as well as the NYX Hot Single shadows. I'm not going to lie, when I depotted these, some of them I didn't save the labels for, so if I don't say the name in the video, I will go ahead and create like an annotation here. So all the names and product item, names, right? Product names will be either listed down below or inside of this video. Okay, so for my brow bone color, I'm gonna go in with a matte cream or matte white, maybe a white. This one here is from NYX and it's in the shade Whipped Cream. Some of these I wrote the names on, but then the other ones I seriously got over it by the time I like popped out like 50 or 60 of these out of the containers, that I was like, forget it, I'm not gonna worry about the names anymore, I'll just look them up when I use them. But this one was a lucky one that did have the name still written on it. Okay, and then for my crease color, I'm gonna be going in with a matte brown. This one here is called Suede, and this is just a random brush. I'm pretty sure I got this in a Ipsy bag when they were still called like My Glam bags. It's like that old. I remember when I first got it, it smelled like straight gasoline, but I loved how fluffy it was, so I just kept washing it and washing it till the smell went away. Okay, from there we're going to start working on our lid color, and for that I'm going to be using this Milani Bella Eyes. This is number 23 Bella Copper. These are under $4 at Walgreens. I'm pretty sure they're like $3.49, something like that. So for this, I'm actually going to go in and use it wet. Take this brush and I'm going to get it a little bit wet. This is just a gel mist that I got from a Mimi box. And then I'm just going to dip it right onto the side of the shadow and just pack this right onto the lid. It's color is so, so pretty. In the fall, I love wearing more of these like kind of bronzy copper golds rather than yellow golds. Now I'm going to take a smaller fluffy crease brush and take another shadow from Milani. This one here is number 27, Bella Mandarin. And I'm pretty sure this is one of their satin matte shadows. And I'm going to pop this right over, well, yeah, over the Bella Copper we just laid, concentrating this more on my crease, just so we get a nice smooth transition. This is one from NYX. Unfortunately, the name's not on it, but like I mentioned, I will have it annotated to the side. This is just kind of like a rich cranberry color, and I'm gonna concentrate this color mainly just right here on the outer corner of my eye. Now just going in with a makeup wipe, I'm gonna go in and swipe all of the fallout from under my eyes and just create kind of like a clean line. Now in my normal fashion, from here I'm gonna abandon my eyes for a little bit and go in and do my foundation. Now hands down from the drugstore, my favorite foundation is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi, but I don't have any more of that left, so whenever I went to HEB to get some, they didn't have any in my shade, which is kind of frustrating. So instead, I'm going to be using Revlon Colorstay. I have mine in 250 Fresh Beige. I haven't used this stuff in forever just because I feel like it's kind of heavy and almost too matte for my skin. Actually, you know what? Just because I know I'm not gonna like how this looks on my skin on its own, I'm gonna mix some of this with Maybelline Fit Me. Okay, so just going in with a beauty blender, I'm going to plop this on my face. Yeah, I forgot how full coverage Revlon Colorstay was. I know a lot of people love it, and it's not that I don't like it because I used to wear it all the time, but after trying other foundations, I just realized this one is a lot heavier and not as comfortable to wear. Okay, so there is that for foundation. Now for my concealer, I bought a really light concealer just because I like one that is like kind of brighter on my under eyes. This is the Maybelline New York Fit Me Concealer, and I bought mine in 15 Clear, which I think is the lightest. Why did I say that? Number 15 Fair. Okay, so I'm just going to go in and pop some of this on here. I had this concealer once a long time ago and I remembered liking it, so we'll see. Okay, and then I'm just going to kind of use this as a highlighter since I don't really have... Oh my gosh, you know what I should have bought instead of this is the Maybelline Dream Touch Lumi in Radiant. I love that stuff and I didn't even think about it because that's like thinner than this, but I feel like it really brightens. I'm so mad at myself, I forgot about that. Oh well. Okay, so just taking the same beauty blender, I'm going to go in and blend this stuff into the skin. I don't know what the deal is with my camera. It keeps cutting me off over and over again. It's getting so frustrating. But anyways, before I was really interrupted, I'm going to go in with the Revlon Colorstay Aqua Mineral Makeup. I have mine in the shade Light Medium. So this stuff just looks so good on the skin, and I feel like it does a good job like lasting throughout the day. Also, when you apply, there's like a really nice kind of cooling sensation. So I'm just going in, and this is, I think the e.l.f., yeah, the e.l.f. powder brush. So I decided to pick up this pressed powder from the Maybelline Fit Me line. This one is in the shade 330 Toffee Caramel. Obviously, it's a shade that's way darker than my own skin tone, but I needed something matte. I don't know, in the pan, it kind of reminded me of something that may be similar to Benefit Hoola. Okay, I don't know if I like that brush for this. We'll try this one. And I feel like this is working well. Obviously, so I'm gonna go in and blend it. Now for blush, I'm gonna take, which one? I think I'm gonna go with this one. This is from NYX, and it's the shade Bitter Sweet. I think this is kind of like a satin finish. It doesn't look overly shimmery, but it's definitely not flat and matte either. So just taking a blush brush, go into this blush here, and just dust this right onto my cheeks. You know what? I realized I didn't pick up a highlighter. Now for a highlighter, I think we're just gonna go in and use this. This is another one of the Milani shadows. This one is in 28 Bella Chiffon. And I am just gonna use this as a highlighting powder. Oh yeah, that works. I don't know how well it's gonna show up on camera. but that's actually really pretty. I like that a lot. Okay, and then down the bridge of my nose. This is the CoverGirl, I believe it's called like Liquid Line Blast or something, but it's in brown. He's like a little nub now, but these liners are so creamy. So I'm just gonna get this and I'm going to apply this right onto my waterline. Okay, so from there I'm gonna go in with a pencil brush, and I think I'm gonna go back into that original kind of cranberry color maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go back into that original NYX cranberry color we used. Maybe more plum, yeah, plum. Okay, and I'm just gonna drag that right over the brown eyeliner that I just put down. But I'm only gonna bring this color a little bit over halfway in. Okay, and then now for the inner portion of my, what's this called, lash line, brain fart, I'm gonna go in with the shadow, the Milani Copper shadow, and I'm going to place this kind of on the inner tear duct and drag it inwards. Okay. For my eyeliner, I'm going to be using the NYC Liquid Liner in black. Normally I use my Maybelline Line Stiletto, but I think it's in the bathroom, so we're just going to use this guy instead. And I'm just going to go in and apply this as close to the lash line as possible. Okay, so now we can finally move on to lips. I actually bought two separate lip liners because I don't know if I want to do a nudie lip or like a darker lip. So maybe we'll do both. That way you guys can pick your options if you guys decide to recreate this look. So the first option I'm gonna show you guys is more of kind of like a blush toned or nude lip. So first off, I'm gonna go in with the lip liner from NYX. This is in the shade Peekaboo Neutral. I'm just gonna go in and line. These NYX lip liners are great. The only thing is they have like a super duper pencil-y smell. Like it just smells like straight pencil shadings. Like I guess just because the wood in the pencil. That's one reason I prefer retractable lip liners. It's just because then you don't have to smell that. It's just a weird smell. And then on top of it, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline matte lipstick. I did an entire review and swatch video of these in the shade 655 Daringly Nude. I'm just going to hide that right on top, which I totally need to exfoliate my lips, so I'm sorry you guys are having to see that crustiness. Okay, now moving on to the second lip option, I have more of kind of like a deep raisin, no, raisin doesn't sound good, like deep red burgundy vampy lip color. So first off, I'm going to go in with the NYX retractable lip liner, which I just told you guys I prefer. This one is in the shade Dark Red, and these are waterproof lip liners. So same thing, I'm going to go in and kind of do the X shape at the top. These retractable ones are also a bit that looks so weird. Looks like I have a tiny mustache, are creamier. Okay, and then on top of this lip color, I'm going to go in and apply, okay, I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna go in and apply Milani number 24 Black Cherry. I'm not sure what these lipsticks are called. I feel like it's Statement something, I'm not sure. They just come in these gold square tubes. Definitely going on like the opposite side of the color spectrum with something way.